All right, hello. Let's get started here. We got about 45 seconds till the first game. I see Faruja is here, as well as Yaspam. Fabi's playing. Buddy Pranav is here. Pretty stacked lineup, honestly. And our rating is a little bit high right now for our standards. So let's at least play like we're worth it. Let's start off this Title Tuesday properly. With a win, hopefully. All right, here we go. F5, interesting. Don't think I want to deal with that move. Well, I don't mind it if it's like that. Okay. Interesting. I might reroute this knight to c3. It feels kind of clumsy on that square. I think we should take this. I'm really thinking about this move. Just because the pawns for my opponent are so bad after that. I'm going to do it. If he plays e5, then a bishop... a bishop doesn't really play for the rest of the game here. All right, well, I'm going to play against that. So this bishop is a non-participant in the game, but obviously, you know, black's got a good little center going on here. A lot of good things for my opponent as well. I have to make sure things don't get too, like, locked up. Let's put this knight here. Knight b5 is like, you know, can always be removed by a bishop, and that's the piece I don't want him to trade for anything. So I'm going for a very specific idea here. I really want to trade this guy. It's not that easy to do. b3, not a move I want to play, but a move I will play. Maybe f4 would have been nice there. Can't tell. He's got a nice position. That's the thing. I'm giving him a lot of good things. And I'm just trying to say that bad thing makes up for it. And I don't even necessarily believe myself. This bishop on c2 would be chef's kiss. Wow. Did not think of this. I'm just trying to trade everything. Like, I swear I'm going to win this game if we trade everything. But I don't know if I'll make it there. Rook f5 if he moves his rook or something. Taking the queen's definitely not the most accurate move there. I'm okay here. I'm okay here. The plan paid off. It was a long ass plan, but it paid off. It's exactly as I said. It was his bishop that was the difference, but it was a long plan. It took a long time, okay? It took a long time. Engine approves. That's all I'm gonna say. Engine approves. It's +1 the whole time. +1, +2. It's good the whole time. So I'm happy with that. We had to endure some stressful positions, but like it had to be fine. It had to be fine. Of course, we're never gonna play it perfectly. Even this was actually okay. But as soon as, what was it? As soon as this happened, where I played bishop c2, then I felt very good. Felt very confident. How many moves? Probably not that many, 64. Not that many. All right. We survived round 1. Round 2, here we go. Belladat, thanks for the 17 months with Prime. Sarlander, 34 months. Joe God 92, gift in a sub, and we're facing the London. All right. Let's go for this. It goes immediately with c4. F3 is kind of a weird move because sometimes knight h5 is annoying. It's not going to be a threat for a few moves here until we get some pieces out, but knight h5 makes that bishop very uncomfortable now. After bishop here, I'm definitely intending knight h5. So he might have to waste time going like that. Okay, I'll do this. Yeah, once you stop bishop g5 and bishop e5, then you're pretty much home free to do this. So even though it looked like I was just developing, I was actually pretty much preparing this move. Okay, I think we should snap up that bishop. Okay, now we've definitely, I would say, equalized here. Now the next phase of the game is actually finding a way to win somehow. Trying to think how we want to develop here. Suppose we'll castle. So I'm really incentivized to play the move f5 here. I believe it's the move, so I'm gonna do it. Like, I think it's clearly the best move. Allowing white to do any of this stuff looks counterproductive. Yeah, it kind of locks things up, but okay, we also have a small push over here. He goes for this. Interesting, is all I can say. Now we can go for h5. Okay, so now we just have an extra pawn for seemingly no reason. Like, I don't know what g4 was. Bishop here looks like a nice spot. Well, that's a great spot for that knight. That's a great spot for that bishop. Intending things like g5. g5 right now takes bishop here. Technically, his king can hide there probably, so. Let's take that. Just bringing our bishop to d6 after. Definitely don't want to let him have a knight on the board. Let's start by tying a piece down to d1. And I don't think I'm going to rush. That looks like it's going to... I know I could play g5, but like... kind of looks like it's staying there. There we go. There we go. Solid enough. I was rewarded for making the right decision. Definitely the move g4 is like good for, like, it's the move that white should play here, I think. He goes king f2, 100% f5 is the move. Like, now I'm the one that can break over here. The knight's coming into these squares. The best white can do is maybe be equal in this endgame somehow, or go for a draw, but this was just too much. Now we go g6 and we get h5 and just winning. Just winning. Thanks to Joe God 92 for the 1 year resub with us. Thank you, Joe. T Boyles 13 months. T Boyles 3. Mackenzie, thank you for the 5 months. Mackenzie, Mr. Capril for 4 months. Mr. Capril 44 for 4 months. Micro P 69. Appreciate the gifted sub as well. Good morning to the fans. The pom-poms are waving. Dr. Questionable's here. Or Salty, eviscerated. Smokey, making some regular appearances lately. We keep tabs, we keep tabs. All right, getting set for round 3 here. Here we go. Oh, our rating is high enough that we actually got paired down in round 3. That doesn't usually happen. I'm usually this guy, getting paired up. All right, we have the black pieces. Mad Physicist, thanks for the 5 months, tier 3. Okay, so I think he's gonna go for the setup where they go 91 and F4, if I had to guess. Okay, doesn't quite go there. Goes D4. Which I think should be taken. Although if I go here, I don't think he can play D5 straight away, so I'm gonna start with this. Now I'll take. Pawn takes, we can move the bishop back. Rook C8. I think we have a fine position. Knight takes is very low T by him. Definitely not something we're scared of. Yeah. So now we'll probably do this. Bring the rook over. I don't want to rush into just this because, I don't know, they go queen f3. It's like annoying. They just want to trade queens. Yeah, this stuff is always a little annoying to deal with. Just go f4, queen f3, and like they take control of a great diagonal. At the same time, I don't really want to trade with him. Knight back. It's kind of a strange move. Queen here. Also just getting off the c file. This bishop is dangerous, but I feel like I can always neutralize it. Wow, did not see that move at all. What if d5 here? Knight takes. Queen here, and that knight is trapped, right? I mean, might sack in some weird way here, but doesn't make a lot of sense. It's whether or not he's bothered by this move enough, because truly if I win a pawn cleanly here, it might be worse than him being down a piece and maybe getting a bunch of pawns. So we'll see what he decides to do. Okay, defends things. He has still some knight moves coming. I'm inclined to go a5 here. I like a5. Because I want to take this, but I'm not sure I want to put up with those moves. Let's think here. Do this next. The knight's gonna have to go to a really silly square here. Principled is to take. He might go here. Expected, expected. Let's put this bishop here. Have to oppose this guy. I'll go knight c5 and rook d8. In that order, or maybe rook d8 first. I'm not sure that it matters. Here, can I take that? I think I can just take it. We're up a pawn, but it's not very mobile right now, so we'll only really notice my beautiful extra pawn in an endgame. Not sure, you could have got it. I thought maybe knight d1 was almost his only chance, but should be getting mated in almost every line. Queen h1 is coming, queen f1, knight f2, bishop f6. It all looks gross here. I think it's just forced mate. But yeah, in this situation, like, you can't get caught up in stuff like that. Like, you just need to get the queen in there. Just gotta get the king is like almost mated. There we go. Next game for sure will be a tough one. Knight b4 was just a mistake, I think. d5 looks like a very good move. So just missed that, I think, and yeah, black's just better here. I thought he was going to play knight b5, actually. I thought this move was way better than knight c4. Micro Peace, thanks for another gifted sub. Thank you, buddy. Maybe we can even treat ourselves to a coffee after the next game. For the break. Yeah, really surprised to not see this move. Because as long as you keep pieces on the board here, you get to an endgame, can still be tricky. For black, I mean. Because the pawn's not moving. But we're definitely going to have a pretty strong opponent now. All right. We're playing Oparin. Let's see what we can do. Okay. I'll go for this setup. Huh. Knight back. What the? Did not expect that. Sometimes you end up moving this bishop here because you really want to move the knight, but not quite possible. What about d5? Isn't this like some sort of standard type of move? What is happening here? I'm trying to take this guy. This gun's pinned for now. C7 will hang, but at the moment, if I took it, I was worried I was actually getting my queen trapped in there. I think I was. He had knight d3 there. I missed. Ah, f2 is hanging. Yeah. I don't know. This felt like it was very good for me, but I just don't have a good enough grip on these positions. Like, I think a strong player playing white here would win very easily. That's what I feel. I think d5 is very strong, and I think the way he reacted, there must be some stuff here. Just like couldn't find it. Here also was a very reactive move, and I think something like e4 is just murderous. Like e4 and black doesn't even get to take this pawn, so that was I regretted that. But like this should still be very good for me. I just wasn't finding the move here. Like I know there's a move, I'm just not noticing it. I don't know. Engine suggests like a few random kind of things. Takes an e4. Queen d2. It's unfortunate. Kind of position I know I'm doing well in, but didn't have the resources to figure it out. I don't know. Like, definitely played it well. I mean, d5's like thematic, good. Knight d4, good. Good. But then just took me too long to figure out it was good. Way too long. I just don't know these positions. Cost me. Don't know these positions at all. Or I should say I know them clearly because I can play them right moves, but not in a blitz sense. When you really know a position, it's like the London or something for me. You can just bang it out. This stuff, I'm like figuring it out at the board. I'm like, I know this is good, but what exactly is the reason? So while it was a good game, it was there wasn't really any chance. It felt. Had to find too many very, very good moves near the end. And yeah, once this happens, then I think we're in trouble. Rook b1 was my last attempt to at least bring his knight back to b4, but still, I don't think we have anything there. A shame, because this was definitely a good opening, and d5 and knight d4 is very strong, and oof, e4 would have been nasty. Nasty. I mean, I got nothing to say after this. This move is like done. The only reason the pieces come alive is because they take this pawn. So that was a really poor miss. Yeah, this is such a reactive move. I was just like, oh yeah, takes. Because that's the way it's been for the last 20 moves. Takes. But in this case, no. This would have been so much better. Nasty. Yeah, I could say time trouble is the reason I lost it, but you know, it took me that amount of time to play all these moves that I'm saying are good. And that's why I'm saying it's not like time pressure was the reason I lost. It's like I don't understand the position well enough to be able to bang out good moves in a blitz setting. This is a classical game, I could find them, whatever. But in a blitz game, you have to understand the position so well that you know exactly what's wrong with it. And you're like, oh yeah, this guy's playing this trash. I mean, like, look, like the guy plays 94 and later he plays back. And it's like, if you understand the position, you're like, dude, you just bang out D5, right? It took me 30 plus seconds to play D5. A good player would just slap out D5. Knight D4 should be like an immediate follow-up. Again, it took me 30 seconds. You know? And then this all looks good, but at the same time, like, I've already invested so much on the clock that it's too much. We lost, so we don't deserve a coffee. That's the way we're gonna operate. Our only chance at a coffee is a break after round 8. Low to Neil. The heavies are making me work here, Neil. That's okay. Hey, we take our losses on the chin, just like chess boxing. You know, gonna get hit a little bit, but we'll take it on the chin, and we've still got 3 points. Not bad. Bring it back next round. Thanks again, Micropiece, for all the gifted subs this morning. Cheers, buddy. Just on a break right now. I noticed Hickey isn't playing. I think it takes a world championship to get Hickey out of a title Tuesday. That's right, Blatt. That's right. Marius, 100%. The 960 has started today, I believe. There's a few songs by this chick we're listening to. Which I really, really like. Let me play a few of them. This is just a set that she did at Tomorrowland, but like this, for example, is a classic one. Do I play 960? Not really. I wouldn't say. Eric is very good at 960. 960 doesn't interest me too much. I got enough to work on in the regular chess. Professor EXP. That's the plan next round, Professor. 19 months. See if we can't head over to the woodshed. That's correct, Nova. Eric was 1 game away. A single game. Not like a tiebreak, not a match. 1 game away from Iceland. but he definitely bid excessively and lost an Armageddon. All right. Surely the next round's got to be getting underway. Chessbra meetup at Tomorrowland when? We have done that already, Eviscerated. Believe it or not. Not an official meetup, but we've done the whole trip. That's how we usually do our meetups. Nothing too official. So it's happened. I'll go for a solid setup right now. I imagine he'll go for some plan like that. Knight e5 is weird. I see why he did this, though. I see why he did it. E4. Huh. Pawn e4, I can't take it because I lose a piece. So I'd have to go back. And then maybe I lose a pawn there. I'm going to take with the queen. I'm not even sure if taking there is necessarily the best move, but... Wow, am I just losing a piece here? No way. That's crazy. I think we're losing a piece. I'm not careful. Maybe even if I am. Wow. I think we're losing a piece. That's insane. That's crazy. I thought bishop f6 was the move. Very disturbing. This endgame, how it has transpired. My knight on d8. Yeah, we're definitely losing this. Very disturbing. I'm pretty sure he missed the free piece in the opening. Probably should have won it. Like what? So bishop takes f6 is what he should have played. In my head, it was why I fucking sat there calculating for 3 minutes because I'm losing a piece here. I take, he takes, and he's threatening c5. It's just that simple. It's just down a piece. Which means, of course, I have to take this way. But okay, I was thinking like, oh, I take this way, I'm gonna maybe lose a pawn. I have compensations, so it's not just dead. But maybe I lose a pawn, sure. And then I was like, oh, I'll just do the other move. The other move's even worse. I didn't even consider e4 anyway. Knight takes e4. If takes, they want knight c5 right away. And if takes, knight d3. And black is better here. I should have won the game though. Why am I such a fuck? Okay, maybe I'm slightly better here, but f5 was always going to be annoying. Like, I knew I should have played something like rook d2, but I saw this move, and anyway, it definitely should have happened. f5 is just that one move, one annoying move. If he just played like a regular move here, I was about to play this and be completely fine. f5 is just annoying. Should have brought my knight back, nice and simple, but man, disturbing. You update that title. But you can also look at it from the perspective that I should have lost the game because I was like forcefully down a piece if you played it right. And that didn't happen, so blessing in disguise. Like f3. Can't quite go e4 because of this, but I think we can castle. Okay. E5. There's also, of course, G4 takes and H5. But that looks like a lot. E5, I definitely did not expect. I don't know what to make of this. Takes queen f6. I don't know. I'd rather have his position. Much rather have his position. It's really bad. It's really bad. Good God. This is fucking awful. Oof. Our rooks are doing literally nothing. He can just like double rooks on the e-file, and our position is just poverty. Poverty, I tell you. I mean, I don't even... It's just nothing here. I need to play A4, A3. These positions I'm getting are so bad. What the hell is going on, man? Really, really bad spots. Don't really know why I'm playing that move. The 7th rank is open, I can tell myself. Sad. Sad way to go out. Should just played A5. But I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah. So so bad. Why not just play a5? Just a5 and I'll win the game for sure. It's atrocious. It's atrocious. What? This guy on drugs? Oh? The fuck just happened? The fuck just happened? What was that? Wow. After knight takes d4, it's a draw. Whoa. It went from force mate in 6 to a draw. Force mate in 6 to a draw. Force mate in 6 being very tricky to find, I would say. Objectively speaking. But there are many other good moves instead of that you can do as black. Like Queen f7 draw. Because I'm well, yeah, that was my plan. And also, if he goes knight here to try to block these checks, then I can take on f6, and I'm actually going to be the one delivering some mates. So I was prepared for that one. This was actually tricky because I can't take this pawn. I didn't really like necessarily notice that this pawn was hanging, but Jesus, what a game that was! What a survival! And of course, our reward: we get to play on Draken with the black pieces. B5, knight there. Okay. Here we gotta take that. So queen here, knight takes, rook d8. C5. There's also like moves like that to hit this pawn. Now this pawn is hanging. Wow. I think I missed something here at the end. I'm sure of it. I felt like I was being extremely tricky here. Like, I thought I was gonna win, honestly. Not for sure, but like... Black should be close to winning here, because as long as you sack the rook or the pawn for the knight, you're good. A7, and like, okay, I have to play knight back to d6. It's unfortunate. Get in a position where there's just no... There's no way I accept that. Oof, that was a really good game. I also think I could have taken on d5 with the knight, but with 2 seconds, I wasn't about to chance it. Because, of course, e4, like, I thought I had rook c3, and it just gets into a weird position there. So I wasn't going to risk the tactics. May as well at least get a game to play. I'm not happy to take isolated pawn, but, like, even here. We should go back and probably not trade, but low on time. D4 wasn't my best move, but man, I don't know. Like, I can't be too unhappy. I can't be too unhappy. Oh. Even these losses are so close. Like, I'm definitely worse here, but I should probably start running my pawn. I don't know. I thought I played this well, but then here I had a chance. Just comes down to nerves in those final moments. Not really like who's objectively better, who's objectively worse. Just like who can play that consistent series of good moves under time pressure. Would be nice to win so I can have a coffee. Let's see. Which GM is this? Oh, he looks like a friendly belly. He looks like he'd be interested in maybe draw. Maybe draw? Maybe draw? If he ever takes knight a4, was trapping the queen, which is just kind of a known pattern, which is why he wasn't touching my pawn. How do we fight against this, though? It's like a Sicilian. Like, I think I have to play d5. So let's do this. If queen back, then we'll go there. Here, I feel like I need to play d5 or I honestly don't know what I'm playing for. E4, knight d2. Knight e8. It's a weird move, I would say. Hmm. Wants to do something like that. It's not quite possible. I expected him to take with the bishop, honestly. Strange. Very hard to win. I mean, I don't know. It's not much to try here. Fuck! I was just about to try to win! Fuck. Fucking brutal. I was doing something. Not saying it's gonna work, but I was doing something. Dude, it wasn't an option for me to move any of my pawns, so it's not like I could have moved the, like, it's just literally impossible. Not much I can do. I mean, it's the most boring position possible. I'm trying to win it. We had an advantage before, but I really squandered it. Wasn't anything special, but we're definitely better here. I can't let that happen. Too strong, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't know. It's very unfortunate. Now, of course, it's still a draw. I'm not saying I'm winning, but he could get a little, you know, freaked out, and my king's getting so close. Because now, even if he goes and wins this pawn, I'm gonna be winning a lot over here. So I no longer have to protect this pawn. Like, for example, he could go here. I go here. You know, you could give me a check. I go here. And all of a sudden, it's like, you know, the checks are few and far between. Right? Let's say he gives this check. I go here. Okay. He has a move that's not a check, which is never that comfortable to play. You never know what could happen. Shankland is 8 out of 8 in this tournament. Shankland. Wow. And again, for me, somehow, things don't go well. I mean, we won most of the games we're supposed to win, but we did draw 2 of them. 2 26, 2700s we drew. We lost 2 games to 3000s. Crazy099, thanks for the 6 months. Mike, thanks for the 5 months. Big Ox. Thank you, Michael. Michael Oxlong Schlong. Polar Bear. Just saw those 10 subs. Those were probably from a few games ago, Polar Bear. Thank you very much. Maybe after our survival episode game. 5 out of 8, yeah. 5 out of 8 is the kind of score you can get through, like, you know, just beating, like, NMs, though. Still no coffee. Yeah, we still didn't win. Still didn't win before the break. Conglossian, thanks for the 35 months. Nice to see the Canes W last night. Yeah, no coffee. Maybe it's the reason we didn't win this game. That was the difference. 5 points, very unimpressive. Only 3 more games. The best we can do is 8. Pranav's on 6 points, so we can still try to battle with Buddy Pranav here. Can't let the guy too far ahead of us. One of those 2 draws could have been a loss as well. But one of those 2 losses that I have could have been a little bit more. Not losing to these 3000s is a task in itself. Instead, we're twiddling our thumbs and waiting for the next game. It's like in boxing when your corner comes over and they're like tending to you, and instead of waiting the whole time in your corner, you stand up and you just go to the center of the ring. You're just waiting for your opponent. Like, I don't even need the rest. Let me at the next guy. Start the next round. Oof. We're not getting wins out of it. All right, here we go. Yet another opening. Just A3. play the strange move knight h5, which that's a very simple idea. But the other thing is that usually when you do it, you have the goal to play f5. Okay. Well, I don't know. Oh, alpha. I'm just leaving it there. Alpha. These spawns are targets, but I got a few targets of my own here. I need pieces over to my king stat. I need them there yesterday. Queen g6. real bad shape here. Lost, I think. I just don't have any moves. I don't really know how to handle this opening TBH, but I thought we did fine. Question mark. I think the position here is good for me, but I don't know. Must have played it wrong. This should be good for black. Here. Yeah, here is like where, of course, it should be fine, but taking here was just such a bad move. D5 comes. And here I actually had knight f7, but I thought I didn't because of this. And like, it just defends everything. And knight f7, and I'm actually quite fine. Of course, that's where the knight wanted to go, but with a second, I had a hallucination. I was like, okay. Bishop h6, but then we're lost. From there, we're lost for sure. Like, this should be very good for me. I need to not react to this. That's what I need to do. Just nothing. Let him take me. Play like queen g6 or something. Just bring the rook over. I had solved all my problems here. Got my pieces out. I'm actually covering this square, so he can't even bring his rook over. Funnily, when we reached the point where there were the least amount of threats, is where we made a mistake. I mean, this is like ideal situation for me. Yeah, just not playing knight f7 is just really, really bad. Knight f7, and I don't know what my opponent does. Like, it's comfy at that point. Yeah. Shanklin won again. What the hell? What the hell's happening to Buddy? 9 out of 9. It's crazy. Bishop back. C5. Can't be good. Can't be good. I don't trust this move. Thanks, Max will run for the 3 months with Prime. Bra on bra violence. Whoa, very offensive comment. You think this guy's a chest bra because he has a Canadian flag? That's a pretty low bar to entry. You what, mate? It's a weird one for sure. I think I'm threatening this, so I don't think you can castle here. Don't think that helps. Here he has this move, so let's just be careful and go all the way back. Knight b6 is a very tricky move, honestly, after queen d2. Easy to fall for. This move also comes with bishop g4. This Title Tuesday, unfortunately, I think in the last round just went off the deep end. A lot of random losses this tournament. Not losses, but maybe missed opportunities. This guy drew this draw. Yeah, I was losing a piece in the opening here, though. Holy cow, this one was scary. Yeah, we lost a piece. He didn't take it. But then it doesn't really matter what has happened in the game. If you're being objective, like, I should have won that game. So it's still pretty bad. Even though we should have lost it, after he missed that opportunity, that's in the past. A lot of missed chances this event. And then, yeah, okay, we lost the 2-3000s. Can't be too upset about that. Coffee time? No, it's not enough time. The only coffee breaks are on the chess.com breaks. Round 4 and round 8. And I only go get a coffee if I win those games. And we did not do that in this tournament, sadly. So we're going coffeeless. There's only one more round anyway. It's a good rule. Coffee's a reward. Gonna play Arena Kings tomorrow. Myself, probably not. But Eric has been not only playing it, but doing well. So he might give it a go. Yeah, thanks, Jeff. I'm okay because I've made it this far, and I think for the last round, we'll leave it to the same recipe that we've been using so far. It's interesting. This says this is a draw, technically. But I would assume that white has fantastic winning chances. I get that it's a draw, though. That does make sense to me. 50 moves, eh? Jeez. King h8? What? The hell is that? Okay, you can go here. I'll go 92. Okay. I mean, h6 was a threat. Interesting, interesting. Uh, Should be safe now. He's gonna run his king. I have to play e5 here. Just realized this one though does exist. Takes knight g7 and then rook h6 looks quite good. So let's make this a reality by first getting rid of this. Queen takes doesn't matter because we'll take with the pawn this way. g5 takes and rook h6. That should pretty much do it. There we go. Finish with a big 7. A low score, objectively, for Title Tuesday. A low 7. Buddy Pranav is still fighting in the arena. Oh, there goes the H-pawn. Rook A1. Now black goes king C6, and oh man, if Buddy survives this, I'll definitely be impressed. This looks dead. Now, what? Yeah, I'm just gonna take everything. No, this is brutal. The guy's got 4 pass pawns. The rook's not enough. And Shanklin looks like he lost his last game, actually. Probably because he already won the tournament. That's why. Oh no, he drew his last 2 games. That makes more sense. I didn't see the. I saw he was 9 out of 9. I never saw this, so he drew and drew. That's a pretty solid 10 points out of 11. You think so, Jeff? This guy's a beast, no? This guy walks up and slaps your girl on the ass. What do you do? Big Chad energy for sure. We'll wait for the final standings here. Oh, this one looks over. Holy cow, that's a lot of pieces. Oh, he slipped his queen on the last turn. Oh my goodness, he more than slipped his queen. Look how bad this one is. It takes, and it's like, you could take here, you could take here. Queen D3. Oh, that is pretty bad. That's definitely one of the worst slips you can do. This one is also completely over. What? At least try rook e1 there. By the way, what do you play after rook e1? D7. Okay, I guess D7. These endgames are always just like hopeless. No point even playing them. Like when you can't even check the guy, it's like no shot. Is that a draw? Huh. So, how do you go about winning this? How do you win this? Black has to leave the rook here, right? Like, anything like this, and you just push. So something like this, and then here. What's the thing? Okay, king f3. I'm saying rook g1. Here, I don't think you can play rook g2. Because then rook f7 makes more sense. Is this not very, like, tricky endgame? Engine's going, like, plus 45, but, like, doesn't this need a little bit of technique? Let's say you go here. What does it want? Check in here? Because to me, this makes more sense. If you get the rook, like, around, then I can understand how it's winning. Yes, some rook and pawn endgames, Ralph. I don't know what's going on here. Lexi Butzi, thanks for the 32 months. Doesn't even want to calculate. H6. Wow. Because of this. Okay, H6 is nasty. But this was obvious. I'm more curious about this check. Check. Like, what are these evals? This is what I'm saying. I'm not seeing any, like, win in these moves. King h3. Are we getting closer now? Because now rook f7 and king h4 is... That's clear. But still, what the hell? This is like a very tricky endgame. I would need to, like, really look at this for a little bit. I just think it's really dumb that this is, like, plus 20 when it's not even giving... It's not giving any reasonable, like, progress. It's like... Huh. By the way, the engine, it says it's a draw here. So it's... And this much I can understand. But it's actually because... Well, this move is sketchy, let's say. But it's actually because if you leave your rook here and they take, then you can do this funny looking move, rook a7. And as long as you basically play like rook here, I don't think there's anything that white can do. That's why it should have been a draw. But then black played like rook here and gave white all these moves. Anyways, how did things finish? Shanklin, 10 out of 11 with no losses is crazy. We had a terrible final score. Early on, we had some pretty competitive games, but we ended right back where we usually end up. Top 50, tied for 36th. Again, just so subpar. Pranav, 28th. This was a tough title Tuesday, you can always tell, because 7.5 isn't even top 25. That's like a good benchmark. Like if you're scoring 8 points, you could be 12th or all the way down to 27th. No, Ryan, there were some qualifiers for that. Didn't quite make it. Very tough to qualify. Yeah, that's the early title Tuesday. Eric's back in town. I think he might give Arena Kings a go tomorrow. Not sure about the late title Tuesday. I'll definitely stream it. I'll definitely play it. I don't know if he'll play it as well, if he's feeling up to it. But I know tomorrow's Arena Kings, so I'll definitely see you guys in about 3.5, 4 hours. I'm gonna leave it for now. Go have some lunch. Yes, Benjamin, that's the plan for the evening. Time for some food. Really disappointed with that performance. However, I did stay over 2,800. Just barely. Just barely. We didn't lose much rating in this whole tournament because, in general, we only lost to people above us. And, okay, we had one bad loss, but we won a lot of games as well. Take care, everybody. See you soon. 3.5, 4 hours for the late Title Tuesday. And I'll definitely give it another go. All right, guys. Bye for now.